From Jacksboro all the way up to our Red River counties, we're seeing a lot of damage today left behind by yesterday's severe weather. Houses with roofs ripped off, cars tossed around like Hot Wheels, and trees blown over too. And now the cleanup process begins after at least 8 tornadoes touched down here in North Texas. Thanks for joining us this afternoon for WFAA News at 4. I'm Damon Fernandez, and let's get right to our Morgan Young, who's in Grayson County to kick off our team coverage. And sadly, Morgan, we're learning at least one person died there.
Yeah, Grayson County confirmed that a 73-year-old woman was killed in last night's storm. We actually went by her home. It's about a street away from where we are right now. Neighbors say that she lived in a mobile home with her husband, and her husband was actually in the hospital at the time. In the home, the roof, as you mentioned, the roofs that were torn off of homes, that is what that home looks like. And, you know, I spoke to a lot of people who live around here. This is one of those communities. We are in Sherwood Shores, Texas. They all know each other. They may not know her by name, but they described her as a sweet neighbor, and they're really sad about what has happened here. And what you see behind me is really just a small taste of what is happening in this neighborhood. You mentioned the cleanup, it's underway, but you can see there is so much damage here. Talking about the roofs that have been torn off, you see that tin there that is really wrapped around that tree. There are dozens and dozens of trees that look just like this. If the tree limbs are still attached to the tree, there is so much debris stuck in them. There are roofs wrapped around them. Wood and insulation are just spread throughout front lawns here. We are actually in someone's front lawn right now. They gave us permission to be here, and they showed us this storm cellar here. This is where this family rode out the storm. And if you look around here, you see so many of these. Really just a copy and paste situation, street to street to street here. Crews are out here working, and there are dozens of homes that were torn down last night. We spoke to a woman named April Acox who said that she rode it out with her 3 daughters and her husband, and today they are having to clear out their home because they are being forced to evacuate.
We had no warning. It just came out of nowhere. So we got down on the floor and threw couch cushions on top of us, and we just stayed down with probably for 30 seconds to a minute, but it seemed like an eternity.
What did it sound like?
Really loud. It was just loud. Like you couldn't hear anything else.
And we want you to take a look across the street from where we just showed you. It's really hard to describe. You just kind of have to look at it. It's almost unbelievable looking at all of the destruction that's left behind here. Again, this is one little stretch of street. There are 3 or 4 streets here in Sherwood Shores that look just like this. And you know, I spoke to one person who said they are really sad that someone lost their life. This is, again, a very tight-knit community, but it's really amazing that they did only lose one life. When you look at what is going on here, the overwhelming sentiment that I've gotten from talking to people here is gratitude. It's unbelievable. They are so grateful to have their lives, and now they're just focused on cleaning up and rebuilding, something they know will take a lot of time. But again, grateful to have their lives, the people who survived here. Damon.
Yeah, thanks, Morgan. Please stay safe out there around that debris.